Coach, take us through that second half.
I'm going to start with the first half because I'm all positive first before I get to the negative. So for those that are wanting to know what this style of play and what this system looks like, the first half was the best basketball that we have played since I've been here coaching at Washington State. I thought we were awesome. The way we ran, the rhythm of the game, the tempo of the game was outstanding. We shared the ball, we shot it. We really played some outstanding basketball. Mentally, the second half, I didn't think we were sharp or as focused. I felt like we got greedy a little bit, took some bad shots, a little selfishness on the floor. So as a team, they can certainly look at film and see the difference between a team that's in rhythm and plays with the right philosophy offensively and defensively versus a team that knocked itself out of rhythm when they do not play with the right philosophy offensively and defensively. So it's a great teaching tape, but yet at the same time we made some significant progress in that first half. I thought we were pretty good.
What did Texas Southern do to get you guys off of that rhythm and off of that momentum?
You know, if you coach the game long enough, you see this so many times where a team gets a big lead and you come out in the second half and there's that letdown. I'll never be able to understand young people and why they would do that. So it wasn't so much of what they did as what we weren't doing. I didn't think we shared the ball as well the second half. There were some opportunities to give the ball up. We were going 1-on-3, 1-on-4, 1-on-5 when we should have been breaking in the secondary break, and it really cost us some baskets. They did a good job of taking the shot clock down, shortening the game, and driving like crazy. They shot 50 free throws in their last ball game. And luckily we didn't foul that much, but they just slowed the tempo down by taking the clock down and driving us. And we could have pressed more, could have done some more things, but yet I wanted this team to dig in and figure out half-court defense and how to stop a team that all they want to do is drive, because that's basically what they were doing in the first half, and we were outstanding defensively in the first half.
It seemed like they were willing to go toe-to-toe with you on a 40-minute sprint, and then after they realized this isn't working, they decided to slow it down?
Well, that, and again, realizing it's hard to keep a guy. Connor and Val could not play in the game because they were small and they were spreading the floor and driving us that way. So they were kind of non-factors in the game. So to Mike's credit, he did a good job of playing small ball. Playing small ball, made it a guard game. Everybody on the floor was skilled for the most part, being able to put it down and shoot it and drive it. And he just made you play a different game the second half.
How big was Ike in that second half for you guys?
I thought he was real big. I thought he was big in the first half, too. I thought he was phenomenal in terms of decision-making and those things in the first half. I thought he hit a stretch to start the second half that he knocked himself and really knocked the team out of rhythm a little bit. And once we sat him down when he came back into the game, he got back on his game, knocked down some threes, started defending better, started getting up and down the floor, making better decisions.
Now Hawkinson coming off the bench. Do you envision him in that role going forward, or is this just easing him back in?
We just wanted to ease him back in this game, and basically because we knew they had a small lineup that was going to drive a lot and didn't want to have to put too much pressure on his body just getting back in. But he was really good in practice yesterday. I thought he was really good in the game, so it was good for him to get a game underneath his belt. But he's our starter. He's our stud. We won't bring him off the bench again, I don't think, the rest of this year.
Was the schedule set up so that you guys would be undefeated when Gonzaga came into town?
I don't know if when I put it together, I looked at it that way. I looked at it as an opportunity for us to gain some confidence with so many new players, 7 new guys getting a chance to play. Even though Valentine was with us last year, he hadn't played at this level. So it was more about getting a rhythm, getting some confidence, gaining some confidence. Gonzaga, I mean, they've got 14, 15 years of continuity and winning, and their program's at such a level that we're aspiring to get to. So there's no way you're going to catch that overnight. You're not going to catch it in a season. So for us, it was just important to gain some confidence, gain some continuity, gain some confidence, and yet now all of a sudden you have a big-time test that's sitting there. So it's almost like you've been preparing. Here comes the final exam, and it's a monster. Then you get to go back and prepare again, and then you've got a UTEP team coming in here that's a monster. And then you get to go prepare again, and you've got to go on the road and play in Idaho, but then here comes Oklahoma in the Diamond Head. So the team is going to get tested, but at the same time it gave us an opportunity to learn, get some confidence, have some success, and gain hopefully some continuity.
So I assume you'll play your bigs a lot more with Gonzaga, is that right?
That would be a good assumption. As big as they are, we've got to play our bigs. But realizing again that, their bigs almost got to a Final Four last year. Their bigs are relentless in their pursuit. They've had 2 games with 60-plus rebounds. Their bigs are experienced. My bigs are bigs that are needing to get that experience. So they're going to have to battle. They're going to have to really, really battle and be ready mentally to play against that team.